And I can't see the number on the far side there, Keith.
I can't
Looks
either,
like
but there we go. One.
Number one.
Sorry, Will Henderson. There we go.
All right. So Noble. And he's got a little room outside. He's going to get almost to the front in at quarterback for Gilmer here on 1st and 10. He's going to throw a little short screen pass, and that's number 3, Tate. And he is going to get all the way down the yard line.
Here's the snap.
Tennyson, hands off. And it's an easy touchdown. Back to receive for Chapel Hill. Looks like it's Greenlee and Dean. And then in the middle, can't see who that is in the middle.
Fumble on that one.
Number 5.
Tyrell Goss.
Goss there.
And he gets a little.
In the gun. Stewart to his left. Hands off to Stewart again. He's got a big hole. And he bounces outside. Still on his feet.
Good job. And he
carrying a.
Stewart on that one.
So 1st and 10.
Good hole on the outside. There's a toss.
That's going to be Mayfield.
Right.
As he's near side to us on the side, and Brisbane's going to keep it. He's up the middle. He's got some room.
And this is where he's dangerous.
Shakes a couple of tacklers. Another tackler still on his feet.
And one man.
Still on his feet. Finally.
Go.
So 1st and 10, Chapel Hill. Ball on the 27. End around to Dean. He's got a little crease, and he picks up. See if they run a little screen out here and use him as a. And they do. And Gilmer's all over that play.
They read that like a book.
Hill's got on 3rd and long. They're going to hand to Stewart. He's got a hole. Ooh, nice little juke move by Stewart. Oh, and it's either Brisbane or Stewart.
I think he's going to hold. I was going to say, I think he's going to sneak it up the middle.
And Brisbane, I believe he's in. Let's see. You don't see a signal. He's still fighting, and he got in. What a run by. And a little short kick. Going to be fielded by Gilmer and muffed at the 25, but then able to stay on his feet there. That looked like that was.
So we'll try this again.
So here we go. Tennyson hands it off up the middle. Man.
Wide open lane. Oh, that was left there in the middle. So right at 7 minutes here, you get the pump fake there.
2nd and 6. Trevor Brooks with a sack. Mayfield back to receive the punt for Chapel Hill.
And deep snapper ready. There brings it. And there's the punt. It's going to be on the right side. Hits around the 30-yard line.
Picked up by Mayfield.
Mayfield takes the outside.
Oh, he got some room.
He's got a little room. Got some blockers. And taken down.
If you take it off yourself, I get it, but it's like you just take somebody's helmet off on purpose.
You never know. Brisbane up the middle. He keeps
wow, Brisbane.
He is through. This is where he's
30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
Nobody.
Back with Campos set to kick off to Gilmer. That's going to be fielded by Noble. Makes a little juke move at the 20. Got a little room. Flag down, though. Looks like it could be coming back. Noble's still on his feet. Down. Wow.
He just decided to take, needed some water.
I guess so. Handoff up the middle again to Henderson. Breaks a couple tackles on the outside and shoved that up down. And about 6 on the play. Takes a snap. Hands off up the middle, untouched into the end zone. That's going to be Alex Sims for the touchdown. And Gilmer kicks off. And it was a short kick there. And, of course, we had the penalty on NetSN is Tatum center, 14-8 Tatum right now. So
here's the danger.
Oh, and Brisbane breaks a couple tackles, spins off another one. And
nothing just in the first quarter. There's 6 minutes left in that one. And that's a little shocker from me right now.
So up the middle is Stewart, and
I love how fans just, it's on every play. Sorry. As a former lineman, it's on every play.
And Stewart breaks outside, following his blockers inside the Brisbane. Shovel pass, touchdown. Campos set to kick, kicks deep. Going to be fielded here by number 13. Noble looking to make some tacklers miss, and that time he did not.
Help making that stop. Had a couple other Bulldogs in there.
Tennyson in the gun. Hand off. And that time the Bulldogs stacked up Henderson.
And Trevor Brooks making the Gilmer fans a little upset there by making that stop and shoving him back.
So Tennyson scrambling around the pocket, rolls right and hit right away, and then smothered by a couple other balls. Down for Gilmer. They're going to punt the punt. And back to receive is Mayfield. He's going to let it go. And so Brisbane back to pass. 40, Brisbane in the gun. Handoff, Stewart, got a lot of room. Cuts it outside. Down the sideline, tripped up in this possession. Brisbane, pass, complete. That's going to be to number 14 as the ball bounces. Shovel pass, Stewart, lots of room. He's going to get in there easy for the Chapel.
Assuming
Brisbane's probably going to keep here, give it to Stewart, and he does give it to Stewart. And we're looking for a signal in home opener. So Campos set to kick off. Deep kick there, fielded by Tate. And he breaks a couple tackles, and he's got a hole, and he's got room. And he's going to go all the way for a Gilmer touchdown. So 2nd and 12. Stewart with the pitch, looking for some room, cuts out, breaks a couple of tackles, crosses the 40.
Guys that didn't let him back in.
Yep, fake to Stewart. Brisbane keeps, spins off a tackle, looking for a block. Didn't find it, and he found a couple 46-yard line. Handoff, Stewart takes a couple of cuts. Ball comes loose, and Gilmer picks it up.
It's going to be Brandon Webb.
And he brings it down all the way inside. Tennyson, right back to pass, rolls high. Oh, Tennyson can get the ball away here. Oh, he hands it off. Surprisingly, to Henderson around the outside. He's got nothing but green grass ahead of him. And Pate kicks off. Fielded by Chapel Hill. That's Javen Mayfield on the return. Kind of cuts it outside to the far side. Runs over a Gilmer player. Looking to get back ahead here as Brisbane keeps. Cook leads blocks, and Brisbane got a lot of room. Crosses the 50, 40. Tripped up a little, shakes a couple of Gilmer defenders at the 20. Still on his feet. And thrown out of bounds at about left. And hands off to Cook. He's got a lot of room. Cuts it back outside a little bit. Cook could walk in the end zone. Just took the lead, 34-27. Campos kick off, a little pooch high kick out of bounds on the Chapel sideline. And that's Tennyson. Handoff up the middle again to Henderson. So Tennyson, 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle. Back to their backup. Tennyson in the gun. Handoff. That's going to be number 9 again. So Sims getting the call this possession. This time it was a little inside shovel pass to Gilmer's number 24. So here we go. 3rd down and just over 10 yards. Tennyson in the gun. Hands it off. That's Henderson, and he didn't even get touched. And a long line drive kick. And Dean fields it right at the end zone. It's going to come out, and he cuts up the middle. Got a little room at the 30. Got some free space. Almost up to the 50, but there is a flag back around the
Bulldogs are going to handle this drive here.
So Stewart up the middle's got some room. Rumbles across the 40 down to 2:20 left. Brisbane hands off. Again, it's Stewart.
Packer did a good job of keeping
So
Brisbane
3rd
in.
and 3. Brisbane through his hands. He has to run and retrieve it. Trying to shake some tacklers, and he's going to about his own 36. Good punt by Brooks. And it's going to be marked 2 on each side. Tennyson's in the gun. They snap it to him, and they just give it a draw up the middle to Henderson. And he crosses the 35. Brings up 2nd down and 5 on the 35-yard line. Snap. Hand off. Looks like it's going to be Henderson again, and he's swarmed by a bunch of Bulldogs. So 3rd down and 4. Tackles missed, and that's that man again, Tate. He's sneaky. Down, I guess. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle again, and that's Henderson. And nice second down. Sims, the backup tailback here. And play fake for Tennyson to Sims, and Tate give it over to Tate, looking for a little screen play, and Chapel Hill ate it up. The ball's loose.
That was a helmet.
Oh, in a hurry now again, Keith. And the handoff up the middle this time. Stop. 5. Tennyson. Handoff. Brooks almost got him, but Tate sneaks away. Henderson sneaks. So 1st and goal from the 1, and Brooks gets it. Tennyson in the gun. Handoff, and stopped again. That's why they kind of blew a whistle at the end.
Gotcha.
Handoff. Chapel Hill's there on Henderson, and they are going to stop him again.
And once again, Trevor Brooks coming
on 4th and goal. Handoff. Tennyson keeps. They read it. And, they couldn't bring him down. Up on the tackle.
Yeah, you had 2 chances right there. Oh, goodness.
Oh, and it's Brooks. And Brooks is going to score for a 2-point conversion. There's no one between him and the goal line. Trevor Brooks. And a huge 2 points.
After a great play.
So they score 6 points. Chapel Hill scores 2, so they only net 4 points there as Cameron Kelly. Bo Cook in at tailback. And Brisbane pulls the ball from Cook, and he takes off. He's got room. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Chapel Hill.
No flag.
From the 44. Handoff, Henderson, and he runs right into the Day Ross, and he ain't going anywhere. Of course, he's still trying to move his feet, but there's a lot of dog off, kind of slow, fast pace here. As Tennyson hands off, the ball's loose on the ground, and I believe
that they're in right now.
Pate's going to pooch it up, high wobbly kick, bounces around the 30, 1st and 10 for Chapel Hill. Handoff, Brisbane, and Cook kind of miscommunicate there, I think, on this whole half. Brisbane steps up in the pocket, nowhere to go, spins away from a tackle, and he's got a little space. He gets to the outside, crosses the 40, knocked out of bounds, or in the gun with Cook next to him. He keeps it. He cuts it back, finds a little space between some blockers, still moving. And the pile keeps going forward, and it's going to Brisbane hand off to Cook. Cuts it back a little bit. Keeps his feet churning. Cook. And Gilmer thinks they have the ball, and they do. And he shovels it forward. I don't think that's legal.
You can do that. But I don't see.
So it's Pate back to punt. And he's kind of holding it for a minute, and then he kind of halfway shanks it. The ball lands at about the 40, and it rolls all the way down. In the Chapel Hill is in the backfield. He takes the snap. He fakes the handoff to Brisbane, cuts back, and he goes up the middle. He's got the outside. Stewart inside the 20, steps out of bounds. Texas, as Brisbane takes the snap, looking for the end zone, and caught. Touchdown, Cameron Kelly, I believe that is.
I hope they do, but I don't see it.
So here we go. It's Campos with a huge leg this time. Shoots it over Henderson, and he's already touched it, so he's got to field it at the 5. He's got a little room. He's able to break a tackle there, and he's going to get just. Hector is in. And he gets the carry up the middle. Got a lot of room. Breaks a few tackles. Wrapped up.
Line as well.
Tennyson rolls out to his right. Ball's loose. Picks it up and just throws it all that to his left. Drops back to pass. Throwing deep on this side and caught. That's going to be number 6. Brookhill 42-21. That's a final there. As up the middle, and that's Brisbane
on the keeper.
And nobody's going to touch him. We still got a good one in center as they lead 66-49 toward the end of the third. Over last year, Lindale was knocked off that first game against Kaufman. Tennyson pass over here in the flat, caught by numbers. Second down and 4 for Gilmer. Tennyson fakes the handoff out in the flat, complete to number 4. The gun, 1st and 10. Handoff Henderson, and he finds a crease. Game win for Coach Clay Baker, and it's his return to Henderson. And Tennyson's pass, handoff to Henderson, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. On this side down here.
Yeah, they're down pretty low.
And here it comes. Off the Chapel Hill player. Oh, I think Chapel Hill might have pulled it away. Put in the gun. Stewart in the backfield. Handoff, Stewart. He's outside. Crosses the 40. Crosses the 30. Defensive battle. I think I'd take this one.
Yeah.
Handoff, Stewart up the middle. Cuts it back outside. Brisbane trying to get a little block and leading his running back. Stewart down the sideline, and he's tackled. And
takes that one 30-27.
And Mayfield with a little sweep. And it's going to be a touchdown pass for Brisbane. Back here in Gilmer as Chapel Hill Campos kicks off. And lost some Pendergrass guy. He went to Baylor. They're going to be a little down this year. And good run there. Finney and Company looks like they're going to move to 1-0 there. Winsboro had a good night. A kind of an internal battle as this play goes as Tennyson runs out to the left side, and we have center now, part of our network, and we'll have every center game. Handoff up the middle again. That's number 24. Well, jumped early. Chapel Hill did, and it's Sims back in the game, and he bounces it outside, crosses the 20 inside the 10, or right around the 10.
That was a positive.
Sims up the middle. And he's close, so they're going to give it to short. Sims again, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. Just had the last one, so we'll see if Chapel Hill does a better job of holding. That's a good little bouncer. Fought over, and a big hug there.
Got to continue to hold on to the ball and make good decisions.
Connor Griffin in at quarterback now for Chapel Hill.
Mindset the way that they should have. They weren't mentally prepared.
So Trevor Brooks back to punt away for Chapel Hill. Booming high kick. Lands at about the 30-yard line. Takes a couple of hops and the gap. So hope everybody enjoyed that tonight. That was our first week. Went pretty smoothly on the as far as here. What I saw from Gilmer Keith is I saw a team that didn't, when they completed passes, they weren't really long ones, is there's a miscommunication there by Tennyson, and he kind of loses the ball, and it's going to be a 3 touchdown passes. I mean,
if you want to make it my player of the game, if you want my humble opinion, is going to be Trevor Brooks. I think Trevor Brooks was all over the place.
Okay. Well, dude, how about this? He offense, defense.
Okay.
Defensive player of the game, definitely Trevor Brooks.
Brooks, yeah.
We'll go with the offensive player of the game, Demetrius Brisbane.
Right.
He was there the whole night. He had different running backs in, off and on all night.
Yeah. He was the general of it. I mean, he orchestrated. He did a good job. I think there's a little bit of an option going on with there, so he was able to see when to pull the ball back, and that's the end of the